My name is Olivia McWhorter and I'm in 5th grade, and my project was the strongest craft material for bridges. My question was, which craft material is the strongest? My background research was there are 6 basic bridge designs: beam, truss, arch, suspension, cantilever, and cable stay. There are 5 basic materials when building bridges. These materials include the following: wood, stone, iron, steel, and concrete. Steel is the strongest out of these. There have been 3 major bridge collapses. These include the following: Pointe de la Brosse Chain, and Sunshine Skyway Bridge. Sunshine Skyway Bridge is the most recent. My hypothesis was if the bridge is built from cardboard, then it will hold the most pennies because cardboard is a sturdy material. My independent variable was the type of material. My dependent variable was how many pennies the bridge held. My controls were the books and the size of the materials. My materials were 4 thick books, 6 medium-sized popsicle sticks, 1 sheet of printer paper, 1 thin foam sheet, 25 pipe cleaners, 1 sheet of felt, 3 medium-sized pieces of cardboard, 1 sheet of fleece fabric, 1 sheet of cotton fabric, 1 sheet of nylon fabric, and 1 plastic folder with or without pockets. I cut the pockets off. 45 pennies, dumbbell weights, ruler, and glue. Hot glue. I used hot glue. All materials were cut 9 by 11.5 inches. The popsicle sticks were glued together. The pipe cleaners were glued together. The books were set 4 inches away from each other. The paper bridge was placed across the gap over the bridge. 1 penny or weight was added in the middle of the bridge. Another penny or weight was added. After it collapsed, the number of pennies was recorded. The other bridges were tested. Okay, so these are the results. I'm only going to say the averages, but I split them up on my graphs in a minute, and I'll show you that. But the paper held 3.67 on average pennies. Fleece fabric held 3 pennies on average. The nylon fabric and the cotton fabric held 1 penny on average. The felt held 4 pennies on average. The foam sheet held 24 pennies on average. The plastic folder held 41.33 on average. And I didn't load 593 pennies onto the pipe cleaners. I used dumbbell weights, and the weight that it held was, I calculated that into pennies. So, so the cardboard held 1,488 pennies on average. The pipe cleaners held 593.33 on average. The popsicle sticks held 1,610.33 on average. I split them up into weak materials and strong materials for my graphs, and so the color choices are light red is trial 1, red is trial 2, light purple. Oh my gosh, light purple is trial 3, and dark purple is the average. So the paper, the fleece fabric, the 100% nylon fabric, 100% cotton fabric, felt, foam sheet, and plastic folder are all considered the weak materials. The stronger materials that held the dumbbell weights are the cardboard, the pipe cleaners, and the popsicle sticks. And the color choices are the same. My conclusions were, the purpose of this experiment was to find the strongest craft material. The collected data showed that the popsicle sticks were the strongest. The original hypothesis was if the bridge is built from cardboard, then it will hold the most pennies because cardboard is a sturdy material. It was not supported by the data because popsicle sticks held the most pennies on average, which was 7,775. My further directions were, this data would be useful to anyone who likes to build or craft, architects and craft companies to improve their products to make them stronger. If the experiment was repeated again, I would choose stronger materials such as different types of cardboard. My further experiments are bridge design. So I would take like one material such as popsicle sticks, since they were the strongest, and do different bridge design. And how does the weather affect a bridge's strength? If it's sunny, if it's cloudy, if it's windy, if it's rainy, if there's a hurricane happening, probably not. But and also what would go along with that is, does water affect the bridge's strength if it was raining, or maybe you could even do snow. My lessons learned were I wanted to know which craft material is the strongest. I answered that question by testing different materials. I learned from the data when building bridges that you should use popsicle sticks because they're the strongest. I learned about bridges using compression and tension to not break. But the bridges I built only used compression. Next time I would build bridges that use compression and tension. Thanks for listening.